Kuruvilla. Sorry. MD, and he is a Chief Innovative Officer at Arjuna Natural. Okay, so Dr. Binu is a medical doctor, yeah? Okay, medical doctor with a degree from Mahatma Gandhi University, Kerala, India. After gaining extensive clinical experience in multi-specialty hospitals. A lot of hospitals you worked at, multi-specialty. Because we know India is very famous for Ayurveda, homeopathy, herbal medicine, Unani medicine, you name it, they have it, right?
Yes.
So this multi-specialty hospital in medicine and oncology. You see, oncology means cancer expert lah, okay? And he transitions human, not animal trials, not based human, not animal trials, not based on lab tests, but human clinical trials, and contributed to over 120 scientific publications and 110 international patents involving Arjuna's products. So Arjuna is a very big herbal medicine company in India. All right. So today we have him here. So his expertise spans oncology, cardiovascular health, metabolic disorders, inflammation, and neurodegenerative disease. So these are the fields of medicine whereby we know that there is not much solutions. There are not many solutions. Yeah. Okay. He collaborates with national and international universities on research and plays a key role in designing, implementing, and managing preclinical and clinical trial protocols. His work has significantly advanced the understanding and application of natural extracts, earning him recognition as a leading expert in the field of natural-based therapeutics. So I bring to you Dr. Binu. Please come here, Dr. Binu.
Thank you so much.
Please have a seat. And your presentation today will be on Rhuguard, which is a product by this Malaysian company, Lino Green, with the cooperation of your good self.
Yes.
Please have a seat.
Yeah.
And so now you are welcome to start the presentation.
Yeah, Dato, it is not kind of a presentation that we are planning. We are planning to have kind of an in-practice sessions.
Yeah, sure. We will sit down here and interact with you.
We want to share our experience.
Yes.
With you, with your experience. We also want to learn so much about the application of Ayurveda and traditional medicine in the Malaysian system.
I am not Ayurvedic doctor, so I'm a homeopath. So our experience with Ayurveda is your products and also Himalaya products, which I have used some, like 6 Stone and all that. This is our only experience. But I can tell you that I have great faith in the products that I have already used for my patients.
Yeah, okay. Dato, the 40 years of experience is unmatchable, and that will actually give us a lot of insights into how we can utilize the benefit of our products for mankind.
Okay. All right. So you give your presentation first and then we'll have our discussion, right? Or is it, how is it?
Yeah, presentation first, then discussion.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Or, pardon?
Discuss about the products.
Pardon?
Discuss.
Maybe, Doctor, I will give
I'm not sure. Can I hand it over to Fatin?
Yeah.
Please, Fatin.
Okay.
Maybe I will give an intro about the product and the concept, and based on that, we can take it forward.
I think that's okay. Yeah. It's more to Dr. Binu will explain about the product first.
Okay.
And then we just add on any.
Yes. Okay.
So, thank you so
So
much.
kalau you nak I duduk sama, kena ambil kursi satu lagi. Apa dia?
Lampu terang.
Lampu terang, tutup Nak tutup lampu. Tutup lampu yang kat depan. Over there. Alright. Itu lampu sana. Okay, that's enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Dah on dah.
Nak tengok gambar nak buat presentation.
Okay.
Nanti kalau nak buat perbincangan dia seperti dekat sini dulu. Nampak tak?
Tak apa, tak nampak. Fokus on Dr. Binu. Ambilkan air untuk just plain water will do. Okay, silakan.
I can start?
Yeah, you can start now.
Okay. So, first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Surya, for giving us this opportunity and inviting us to be part of your 40 years of experience. To be part of that journey itself is a great privilege for us.
Yes, it's a great privilege for me also because you are coming all the way from India, courtesy of Lino Green.
Yes, and I'm so happy to come for the second time to a beautiful country, and I want to be a part of this team who has been helping a lot of people to find solutions for their health using the Indian system of medicine, out of which some of the products that we have developed. We are happy that it is helping people to get rid of some of the solutions or problems that they have. So, Dato, just to give you an intro about one of the products that we have, Rhuguard.
Rhuguard, yes.
So, just to give you an outline about what Arjuna is or how we do our work.
Arjuna, yes.
So,
it's a big company there.
The company is called Arjuna Natural Pvt Limited, and we are based in Kochi, in the southernmost tip of India. Its state is called Kerala.
All right.
So, we are in the business of research and manufacturing of plant-based solutions for the nutraceutical, cosmeceutical and pharmaceutical, and now into the veterinary industry for the last 35 years. And we have 4 manufacturing facilities in India. When we sell any product from our side, we make sure that we have traceability of that product that goes into the shelf right to the field. So we have partnership with farmers from where we collect the raw material. We manufacture all our products. Every kg of product that Arjuna sells is manufactured in our own facility. And we have quality control labs in all the manufacturing units where the quality of the product is ensured before it is being shipped to any customer worldwide. And we have a fully developed and dedicated research and development facility where new product developments take place. For us nutraceuticals, the primary the efficacy of a nutraceutical has also to be evaluated and scientifically proven. At the same time, we also need to show that it is safe for human use. So we have dedicated animal research facility where we do the safety and the efficacy of the products that we develop, and we also do multiple animal models where we ensure that the products are safe not just for one indication but for multiple indications it is effective. And also, Dato, dosage of the product. It can't be one dosage 500 milligram fits for all. So we do particular dosage study of each of our product for particular indications based on which we develop the recommendation for the product. But before we actually market any product, we evaluate the safety as well as efficacy of the product in human clinical trials, which we do across the globe in multiple universities worldwide and involve researchers worldwide in our research. And we also have got facility where we understand the mechanism of work, because plant molecules are so diverse that it works through multiple pathways, and we try to elaborate what are the pathways in which a plant molecule or a group of molecules can work to give a desired benefit. So we do the mechanistic studies also. And of course, we brand and market the product. And once the product is being developed and started marketing, the research will go on. For example, one of the flagship product that we have, it is called BCM95, the most bioavailable turmeric extract in the world market. We have 90 publications as of now, and 54 patents.
What is the name again?
BCM95.
Okay. How does it differ from tetrahydrocurcumin?
So tetrahydrocurcumin.
Tetrahydrocurcumin.
So turmeric, as you know, the curcuma long on the scientific name, the most active ingredient identified in turmeric is curcumin.
Curcumin, yeah.
Curcumin has been having more than 13,500 publications for various indications. You name one indication, you will find one paper in PubMed for the benefit. But the problem with curcumin is that when you purify curcumin from turmeric, which contains around 1% to maximum commercially available turmeric contains maybe around 3 to 4% of curcumin. But when you isolate that and make it into 95% pure curcuminoids, it is very poorly absorbed in the body.
I see. Absorption.
And it is fastly metabolized in the from the body. So all the studies that was done on curcumin was mainly on in vitro models where bioavailability and absorption and metabolism does not influence the efficacy. But the moment you have it in vivo models or in human models, when the absorption is limited, when the metabolism is fast, you tend up having very negligible levels of curcumin in the body to get a therapeutic benefit. So what we found was that turmeric by itself for time immemorial has been used in Asian cultures, in Ayurvedic system of medicine with so much of benefits. But what happens when you isolate the curcumin? Why it is not showing activity? Why it is not showing bioavailability? So we understood there is something in turmeric other than curcumin which is giving you, which can be a prodrug or it can be an activator, but there is something in turmeric other than curcumin.
Yes.
So when we did the fractionation of turmeric, we found that the moment you add the oil part of turmeric, oil
part, okay,
we found an enhancement of absorption in animal models. When we did further research, we found that the oil part contains both the fixed oil, the vegetable oil part, and the essential oil. So when you combine the essential oil of turmeric, it further enhanced the absorption.
Yes.
And when we fractionated it further, we found that when it was concentrated to contain AR turmerons in the essential oil,
AR
turmerons or aromatic turmerons.
Okay, aromatic turmerons.
It significantly improved the absorption. And that is how BCA95 was developed, which is a blend of curcuminoids and essential oils of turmeric.
Essential oil of turmeric.
And it has got two ways in which it enhanced the activity. One, it is the essential oils in turmeric, which contains turmerons, are inhibitors of P-glycoprotein, which is the rate limiting pathway in the absorption of curcumin from the gut. So it inhibits the P-glycoprotein so that curcumin gets absorbed. And this is only available with BCA95.
Okay.
And also because of the enhanced absorption, it saturates the liver enzyme, the UDP glucuronate transferase, so that the metabolism of curcumin in the body is limited so that you get more of free curcumin in the body. Because the curcumin, the moment curcumin gets into the liver, it gets metabolized into curcumin glucuronate and sulfate. Curcumin, that as you know, is a water insoluble molecule. So the body wants to convert it into water soluble molecule to excrete it. So curcumin metabolites are water soluble molecules, but they are inactive. So for curcumin or turmeric to give you a benefit, it needs to provide you free curcumin in the body. And this is what BCA95 offers, and which is the most studied.
So the free curcumin in the body will be fat soluble?
Yeah, once the curcumin...
Because if it becomes water soluble, it's no longer active?
Yes.
I see.
Water soluble is the curcumin metabolites which the kidney convert it and it gets excreted through to urine.
So it's no longer acting.
It is no longer
acting. But if it is in the lipid form, then it is active.
Yeah, in the free form, as curcumin itself.
As curcumin itself.
It is active.
All right.
And this is what makes BCA95 a flagship product in the market for the last 18 years. And we are selling this product to 74 countries worldwide at the moment.
I see. Okay.
And this is how we try to develop a product and bring it to the market and continue to support the science behind it, continue to develop and make it better.
Right. Okay.
So, coming to
Rhuguard, yes.
Dr. Dato, we know that natural product has got a distinct space in the treatment sector.
Okay.
People know that natural products, whether it is Ayurvedic or Unani or homeopathy, definitely has got a different line of approach altogether. But natural products like Ayurveda and traditional herbal medicines, people know that it is good for chronic ailments. Because people understand that it takes time for those products to work.
Yes.
But when we were evaluating different anti-inflammatory products, that market segment and the painkillers or the NSAIDs in the market, we found that there was a gap in the pain relief segment for natural products. Why? Because all the acute pain kind of symptoms, people want fast relief. They don't want to wait for 2 or 3 days for the pain to relieve. For example, you have a sprain, you fall and you have a swelling, or you have an injury.
You want fast
to
relief,
have fast relief.
Ada shelling tak? Shelling. Okay.
So when you want fast relief, unfortunately, people does not have an option to take a natural product because it does not work fast.
So they will go for the painkiller drugs, NSAIDs and Panadol, because it offers a fast relief.
Yes.
So now you have a product, Rhuguard, and it claims to be having a fast relief.
Yes.
Oh, this is Dgesguard. This is Rhuguard.
Yes.
So it claims to have fast relief.
Yes, doctor.
So how is that?
Yeah. So
are you going to explain to us some more? You have a presentation?
No, I'll be explaining it to you what Rhuguard is and how it to answer your question, how it is able to give you fast pain relief.
So this one, does it have the curcumin that you are talking about?
Yes.
Oh my God! Tak nampak. She want me to sit there. Yes. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to sit here. Okay. So at least you can look to the front.
Yes.
So that was my question. Actually, I was going to ask you, does this have that kind of curcumin? Because it doesn't say here what kind of curcumin is available.
Yes.
So now that you mention it, I'll probably be using a lot more of it because this is the best curcumin that is actually in the market.
Yes,
it is bioavailability is very high compared to all other forms of curcumin.
Yeah.
All right.
More to that, Dato, when we explored the pain market or the NSAIDs, which are very widely prescribed and used as an OTC, Panadol is an OTC for pain. We found that pain and injury is linked through a pathway known as arachidonic acid pathway. So when you have an injury, it creates pain and inflammation either through the cyclooxygenase or the COX pathway or the lipooxygenase or the LOX pathway. All the NSAIDs that we have in the pharma segment work on COX pathway. They are all COX inhibitors.
Yes.
Recently we have selective COX inhibitors which are supposed to be safer than the non-specific COX inhibitors. But the problem is that you are only inhibiting the COX pathway, leaving the LOX pathway or the lipooxygenase pathway open to form pain and inflammation and swelling. So unless you have a product which can arrest or modulate, we don't want to say it inhibit, we say it modulates both the COX as well as the LOX pathway, then only you can have an anti-inflammatory and analgesic property. So what we have used here is one such example of how a natural product can complement. Curcumin is a potent COX inhibitor, as that you know.
Okay, it's a potent COX inhibitor.
COX inhibitor.
Yes.
We used another ingredient here called Boswellia serrata.
Yes. I know Boswellia. That's why when this product was shown to me, I looked at the combination. Immediately, I knew that this one is going to be good.
Yes, that is the experience of 40 years which is coming out. So, Dato, Boswellia serrata has got similar active ingredients known as boswellic acids, out of which the most active ingredient is known as AKBA or acetyl keto boswellic acid. So, what we have in this product is curcumin or curcuminoids and boswellia or boswellic acid.
And black sesame, something like that?
Yes. So, these two ingredients, turmeric and boswellia, is already in the natural space. People already use combination of turmeric and boswellia. But then why those products are not giving you fast relief?
Why are they not giving you fast relief?
Because if Rhuguard with just boswellia and turmeric will give you fast relief, then the other products in the market with turmeric and boswellia, which is very commonly used, should give you fast relief. It will not give you fast relief. It will take you days to get pain relief. So what we have, our research gave us an insight when we went back to the Ayurvedic system of medicine. We found that black sesame seed oil, and that too cold pressed black sesame seed oil, which is a potent antioxidant and it is very stable, But more importantly, in traditional Ayurvedic system of medicine, sesame seed oil is used as a carrier of actives, targeted delivery of actives.
Yes.
But how would you mix curcumin and boswellia into just black sesame seed oil and get a desired benefit? So that's where we developed a technology called speed tech, where speed technology.
Okay, speed tech.
Where we developed a process in which we could solubilize curcumin and boswellic acid in sesame oil. So when you solubilized it and gave it in as a oral formulation, sesame oil or the components sesame oil took the curcuminoids and boswellic acids targeted to the area of injury or pain or inflammation more than the delivery to the other sites. Because normally when you take turmeric or boswellic acid, first the absorption is low. Whatever little is absorbed is distributed all over the body. But when you take turmeric and boswellia in Rhuguard, you can be sure that the actives in turmeric and boswellia are preferentially taken towards the area of pain and injury. So actually it gives you targeted delivery of actives. And that is the reason why Rhuguard is able to give you fast pain relief unlike the other natural products.
Right.
That is one aspect to it. Second aspect, when you say fast pain relief, normally turmeric and boswellic acids give you a significant or meaningful pain relief in few days.
Few days.
So if you say, yes, my product is fast, if it works in 12 hours or 6 hours, will a person going to a pharmacy to get fast pain relief opt for this? No. Because he has got an easy option, Panadol or a celecoxib or a diclofenac. So normally people go for Panadol, which is a very commonly used painkiller.
But if you always take the Panadol, you are going to hurt your liver.
Yes,
doctor. And your kidney.
Yes. Even they say more than 4 grams per day, it should never be taken.
Yes. And people are going for it every 4 hours to kill the pain.
Yes.
But not realizing they are actually burdening the liver and the kidney.
Yes.
And if both fail, the thing is that chronic liver problems are already present in children who are fed Panadol all the time.
Yes, exactly that.
Yes.
Because it has become an OTC where anyone can go and buy
and
anybody
can go. In fact, it's a common drug for committing suicide as well.
Yes.
20 tablets is going to kill you.
Yes, Dato, you know that. So
how about 20 Rhuguard?
One Rhuguard is 500 milligram.
Okay.
We have done studies showing that even up to 11.2 gram per day.
Which is how many capsules?
That will be 22 capsules.
All right.
23 capsules to be honest.
And 22 it's still to not going to hurt you?
Yes.
Because it's not going to hurt you.
It is not going to hurt you. Based on the safety studies that we have done, or based on that I can tell that it is safe. But when we develop the product, we want to see how a person who is having acute pain will get benefit by taking Rhuguard. So we compared Rhuguard along with paracetamol. We did animal studies in different pain models and inflammatory models, and we found that Rhuguard gives you similar pain relief as paracetamol in two angles. One, onset of action, which is very important because you want the pain relief to happen as early as paracetamol or any other NSAID, and also the intensity of pain relief. In animal models, we found that Rhuguard gives you pain relief and onset of action comparable to that of paracetamol.
Okay.
And we did multiple dosage trials based on which we identified that 1000 milligram of Rhuguard will give you exactly the same pain relief as 1000 milligram of paracetamol.
Minus the toxicity.
Minus the toxicity. And we always say people who take paracetamol, even chronic disorders, for example, mild to moderate osteoarthritis, people who are contraindicated to the use of NSAIDs, people who are having peptic ulcers or gastric ulcers, people who don't want to have surgical.
This is a very important point because, for example, my daughter, she's very sensitive to NSAID. It causes her gastritis and she will get good symptoms.
Yes.
But with Rhuguard, she can safely take and even overdose herself. For example, instead of taking 2, take 4, and she will not get any gastritis Number one.
Yes.
Number two, besides the short-acting pain relief effect, it also has a long-term anti-inflammatory effect, which is obviously not present in the Panadol. And number three, it does not hurt the liver, it does not hurt the kidneys.
Exactly, Doctor.
Yes.
And if I can add one more thing to this whole benefit of natural products, NSAIDs are dreaded for its bronchospasm. For example, you give NSAID to certain people with asthma.
Asthma, yeah.
They
will?
For headache, you will end up in casualty or in emergency for asthmatic panic attacks. So the benefit of Rhuguard is that it will not have any effect on the respiratory system. Moreover, asthma is also an inflammatory condition.
Yes.
Where the inflammatory infiltrates are coming mainly from the lipo-oxidase pathway. And because of the presence of Boswellia, it actually help in controlling the inflammation associated with asthma or COPD. In fact, Boswellia is widely used for treatment of patients with asthma and COPD.
Can you tell me more about, I know what Boswellia is, but our audience does not know what is Boswellia.
Just to give you an outline, Boswellia is just like curcuma. It's a species. And and out of that, there are different species of Boswellia.
Yeah.
And in India or in traditional or Ayurvedic system of medicine, uses a family. Boswellia is a family, and the species name is Boswellia serrata.
So this is a specific kind of tree gum called Boswellia serrata.
Yes.
And it has anti-inflammatory properties.
Yes.
Anti-radang.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boswellia serrata has got boswellic acids, the main anti-inflammatory compounds in Boswellia serrata. And in Boswellia, among boswellic acid, the most potent boswellic acid is acetyl ketoboswellic acid or AKBA. AKBA and other boswellic acids mainly belong to the acetyl group of boswellic acid. But there is also another group called as a beta boswellic acid. Beta boswellic acid is actually pro-inflammatory. So what we use in our product is acetyl group of boswellic acid, and that too standardized to contain 10% of AKBA, which is the natural way of purifying or natural way of isolating the most potent component in Boswellia serrata extract. So what we use, just like curcuma, we use Boswellia serrata extract standardized to contain the most active ingredient AKBA.
Can you remind me again of the why when you add the two together there is a synergistic effect? Mariam, you can translate using the comment. Yeah. Can you just comment on the Facebook? You can comment and you can translate. Because she's worried because our audience is not conversant in English. But I said to her, no, because the people who are interested in our talk will be those who know English. I'm quite sure. So it doesn't really matter. And later we can actually transcribe it into Bahasa and add it to the comments. Not a problem.
A little bit of words, simple words saying that Rhuguard ada apa,
Rhuguard ada apa can be done later. Can be done later. So how does the synergy work? Remind me again, because you did mention it earlier. Maybe I was not following very well. Can you explain again why Rhuguard? I know already about the sesame. It is like it is a bringer. It is a carrier of these two in their most active form. So how is the relationship between Boswellia and the special type of curcumin? Can you say again the curcumin?
BCM 95. BCM 95.
BCM 95. BCM 95 is the special type of curcumin. How does it differ from tetrahydrocurcuminoid?
Tetrahydrocurcuminoid is not curcumin at all.
It is not curcumin.
Because curcumin, by the way of its innate nature, you know that it's yellow in color. You have curcumin anywhere near to a white place, it will stain.
Yeah.
But tetrahydrocurcumin is white in color.
Oh yes, yeah, it is.
It is no longer curcumin.
Okay.
So all the studies done with curcumin is not applicable to
tetrahydrocurcuminoid. Okay.
And tetrahydrocurcuminoid is actually a synthesized molecule.
Synthesized molecule.
And it is not naturally the kind of purity that you get for curcuminoid. It is not present. It is actually a synthetically derived form. And when you talk about natural products are present naturally, and the body understands and accepts a natural molecule.
Okay.
Why synthetic molecule makes problems in the body is because it is not naturally present, and the body understands that it is not a molecule which, that is what is not a xenobiotic. Body understand it as a foreign molecule.
All right. Okay.
So
the synergy between Boswellia and
curcuma.
I'm getting a signal that you have to speak about the Dgesguard now.
Okay.
Never mind. You finish this part and
Yes.
then we'll go to the next.
That was just to give you quickly. When you have injury will lead you to pain and swelling and inflammation. How body produces pain and inflammation and swelling is through two pathways. One pathway is known as the COX pathway or the cyclooxygenase pathway, where all the anti-inflammatory drugs, painkillers, inhibit that pathway to reduce pain and swelling and inflammation.
This is the curcuminoid.
Yeah, this pathway is widely modulated by curcumin. But in synthetic space, you don't have an anti-inflammatory molecule like an NSAID which works on the LOX pathway or the lipooxygenase pathway, because pain and inflammation happens to both.
Yeah.
If you block this will continue to produce pain.
It will continue to have pain.
So boswellic acid and AKBA are potent inhibitors of LOX pathway.
Now I know the relationship.
Now when you combine curcumin and boswellia,
so you get a fast-acting
anti-inflammatory and complete anti-inflammatory.
Anti-radang dengan anti-sakit. So Rhuguard adalah anti-radang dan anti-sakit, and sebab dia combine jenis kemian ni dengan satu jenis kunyit yang sangat bioavailable, maknanya senang digunakan oleh badan, dan diguna black sesame oil untuk bawa benda ni supaya dia boleh berkesan dalam badan. So jadi yang kita nak kata kelebihan dia, walaupun dia bertindak sama seperti Panadol, tetapi kesan sampingan daripada Panadol tidak ada. Kesan sampingan daripada Panadol tidak ada pada Rhuguard. Dan bukan itu saja, kalau Panadol kita makan dia tahan sakit, dia tak buat apa dah. Tetapi bila kita ambil Rhuguard, dia ada anti radang dan antioksidan, anti sakit, anti semua yang berpanjangan. Dia tidak ganggu gastrik, dia tidak ganggu orang lelah yang allergic kepada NSAID macam Brufen ke apa ke, dia tak ganggu. In fact dia bantu lelah sebab dia anti radang yang sangat kuat. Jadi maknanya kita boleh guna Rhuguard ni untuk menstrual pain, right?
Yes.
Senggugut, sakit kepala, headache and joint pain.
Any form of
dan lelah pun dia even asma dia akan turunkan radang.
Yes.
Yes. So maknanya dia boleh ganti Panadol tanpa kesan sampingan dan ada kebaikan tambahan. Okay, boleh conclude that this Rhuguard can be used for pain, any kind of pain, including headache and smooth muscle pain.
Yes.
There is joint pain, smooth muscle pain, because it has got two types of painkiller effect.
Yes.
One from the Boswellia and the other one is from the curcumin. Okay, and then after that it can also be used for as I mentioned, headache, dysmenorrhea, joint pain, and even it brings down the inflammation in any inflammatory disease. Okay, we have to stop here for Rhuguard. So can you please tell us about the Dgesguard?
Yes. So
I noticed that I don't understand Dgesguard because it's got so many ingredients.
Yes. The story behind development of Dgesguard goes back to 18 years.
18 years, okay.
So
18 tahun, okay.
Yeah. So we had a customer who asked us, because we are in the space where we develop unique products for the market.
Tak ada dah. Tak ada.
You want to change?
Tak ada. Memang tak ada. Okey, tak apa.
So we got a request from one of our trusted all-time customer to develop a product for gut health.
Gut health. So that means to say this is not specifically for gastritis or colitis. It is a total gut health thing.
Yes.
I understand that it repairs the microbiome.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we got such a request, because Arjuna as a company are manufacturers of ingredients.
Okay.
So it is individual ingredients that we manufacture and we study the clinical efficacy, safety and promote it as an API.
So this Rhuguard and Dgesguard was a request by Lenogreen?
No. This we developed, and Lenogreen is our partner in bringing Rhuguard
to Malaysia. All right, okay.
And just to add one more thing, doctor, you mentioned about Panadol.
Yeah.
Panadol is being manufactured by Haleon.
Yes.
GSK. And GSK, or earlier GSK, now Haleon, has actually launched Rhuguard as Pananatra or natural Panadol.
So you can't beat them, just join them. This is a Panadol thing.
Yeah, so they want to utilize the benefit of natural products, which can give comparable results as paracetamol.
I think this is a good approach, because before this, pharmaceuticals, they kind of regard herbal and homeopathy and all as enemies. So now that they are willing to actually introduce it, this is something good.
Yeah, because any scientific data that we present, if it is a validated one, people will be showing interest in accepting it. That is why Panadol or Haleon also showed interest in our product, and they introduced our product for natural pain relief.
But I don't think this product is available in Malaysia,
No, right now they have launched it in Australia and New Zealand market.
I hope it doesn't come. It will be competing with our Rhuguard. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the Dgesguard.
Yes. So
Dgesguard.
When we got a request for developing a product for gut health, what we first did was to understand what is gut health, and we wanted to bring in one ingredient which can fit in for the gut health. But when we evaluated what is gut health, it can be anything right from increased salivation to proper laxation to improve digestion or
even the liver is also involved.
Everything.
Everything,
And we could not find one ingredient which can work at multiple levels.
Cover all,
Because if everything is okay, your digestion is not proper, you will end up not having good gut health. Everything is fine for you, but your absorption is not good. Your gut health is bad. If nothing happens, you are constipated, or you have diarrhea or loose stools, or you have epigastritis, you have GERD symptoms, you have abdominal cramps. Any of that symptom can hamper the gut, as saying gut healthy. So when we went back to understand how we can give, as you mentioned, a holistic gut health, we approached the traditional Ayurvedic system of medicine. We went and discussed with multiple traditional practitioners, Ayurvedic doctors, and we found that Ayurveda uses multiple ingredients to target certain areas of gut health. And what we did was, we did a research on what are those ingredients. And we found that certain ingredients were specifically used for certain aspect of gut health, and we formulated a product. We did initial pilot trials and finalized a product called Dgesguard, which can act at multiple levels of gut health. For example, there are ingredients which improve the salivary secretion, which is very important for starting of the digestion. There are ingredients which actually help you in improving the digestion, but at the same time controlling excess production of acids, so that you can reduce the GERD symptoms. There are components which actually gives you mucoprotection, so that if you have gastric ulcers or intestinal ulcers, it can give you a coating. There are ingredients which has got anti-inflammatory effects, so that the lowest level of inflammation in the gut can be prevented or reduced, and there are ingredients which improve the mucus secretion, so that the leaky gut syndrome can be prevented or reduced. There are ingredients which has got antibacterial properties, so that it can reduce the pathogenic bacteria, and it has got a prebiotic effect which actually helps the growth of probiotic bacteria and improves the diversity of bacteria. It has components which actually gives you a coordinated peristalsis, so that the food that you eat moves unidirectionally.
I see.
And it prevents abdominal cramps or fast peristalsis. It can lead up as loose stools, or slow peristalsis which can lead up as constipation.
So it can be used for both diarrhea and constipation as well.
So basically it modulates multiple aspects of your gut health, not just do one aspect.
So what are the trials that you have done for this one?
So we have done trials where we showed that, first of all, it showed that it has got anti-inflammatory effect, whereby IBS or IBD, ulcerative colitis, those kind of conditions can be controlled. Second, we have done trials which show that it inhibits the pathogenic bacteria but does not inhibit the beneficial bacteria. We have done trials which shows that it has got prebiotic effect, which helps in improving the diversity and improving the growth of probiotic bacteria in the body. And when you kill when you reduce the number of pathogenic bacteria, it actually helps in growth of the beneficial bacteria. We have done human clinical trials in people with unsatisfactory bowel habits, whereby we could show that it reduces the GERD symptoms, it improves the digestion, it improves the laxative property or improves the constipation, so that you get regularized your stools, you get complete evacuation of stools, it reduces the abdominal cramps, and basically it works at multiple aspects of gut health, and more importantly, it improves the quality of life.
How
also.
long do you have to take the Dgesguard before you see an improvement? You kena screen dua-dua sama. Okay, ada.
As per the clinical trial that we have done, the earliest benefit is seen by 14 days. But in clinical practice, we have seen people benefiting positively as early as 7 days.
7 days, yeah? At least 7 days. And what is the dose that you would recommend?
What we recommend is 400 milligram, either twice daily or 400 milligram, 2 capsules at bedtime.
2 capsules at bedtime, or 2 capsules twice a day?
Morning? 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule
one capsule in the morning and 1 capsule at night.
Evening.
So results as fast as 5 days, but usually you want at least 1 or 2 weeks before you can see results.
Yeah.
Okay, I will translate this into bahasa.
Why bedtime?
Why would we want to give at bedtime? Is it because of the microbiome?
One is because of the microbiome, obviously, as you mentioned. The other aspect is people always relate gut health with laxation and constipation.
Yes.
And people have got a tendency to take a laxative product or a product for gut health at night. So we just wanted to go with the same patient mentality and patient compliance. But having said that, for long-term benefit, even if you take it morning and evening, it gives you the same benefit all through the day, because it is not just a laxative product.
It's not laxative, yeah.
It's not just a laxative product.
So ni yang kita nak faham ya, Dgesguard ni memang dia formulate untuk semua aspek gut health. Termasuklah air liur banyak ke, pedih perut ke, susah nak berak ke, cepat sangat nak berak ke, semua aspek, bukan satu sahaja. Dan dia ada 11 ingredients ya. 14 ingredient, dan cara formula ini adalah cara daripada Ayurveda, because Ayurveda memang dia akan gunakan banyak ingredient yang synergize together. Jadi walaupun formula ni baru, even though it's a new formula, sebenarnya asas formula ni dah beribu tahun lamanya. And so yang ini ada research ya, ada research yang, what was the research on?
The research was done, human clinical trials were done on people with unsatisfactory bowel habits.
Susah nak buang air besar lagi.
So people with gastritis, people
pedih perut,
GERD symptoms,
susah nak hazam,
people with constipation,
sembelit,
people with abdominal cramps,
sakit memulas ataupun cramping pain,
people with unregularized bowel movements.
Jadi berak kadang-kadang lawa, kadang tak lawa, so irregular ya.
Yes.
Sebab di Dgesguard ni dia orang dah kaji tengok, dia betulkan bakteria usus. Dia tak bunuh bakteria baik, tetapi bakteria yang menyebabkan masalah, iaitu bakteria yang ada patogen, dia hapuskan. So it will get rid of pathogenic bacteria while not disturbing the good probiotic bacteria. So dia kadar nak tunjuk dia berkesan ke tidak adalah dalam paling awal 5 hari dan paling lewat adalah 2 minggu ya. 2 weeks. Ya, to show an effect. Dan dos dia sama ada ambil 2 biji waktu malam ataupun 1 biji pagi, 1 biji malam. Is it important to take it with or without food? It's okay to take any time. So it's okay to take any time, with or without food. How about dia punya side effects?
these are all traditionally been used in Ayurvedic system of medicine, but we had done specific safety study of Rhuguard, Dgesguard, and found that it is perfectly safe for human use.
So maknanya benda ni memang dah beribu tahun manusia dah ambil sebab dia Ayurvedic medicine is thousands of years old, but dia buat juga kajian untuk tengok kadar keselamatan, dan dia dos yang kita ambil itu which is 2 per day. Is it okay to take more than 2 per day?
Yeah, we have people, because we are talking about mild to moderate constipation, or people with severe GRD symptoms who are not even responding to proton pump inhibitors or S2 blockers. In such cases we have seen very good results coming with 2 capsules twice daily.
Okey, jadi boleh tambah dos ke 2 biji 2 kali sehari. Dan apa anda saya nak kata, sebab dekat homeopati integrasi memang kita ada benda ni. Apa yang saya nak cakap, harga dia ya Allah terlampau berpatutan. It's too okay the price, you know. Especially now that I know more about Rhuguard, I'm amazed that you are able to keep the price down. Thank you, Lino Green. Really appreciate that you have kept the price down. It seemed to me you are just doing a public service. Ya, okay. Saya kenal ni Toke Lino Green ni, and saya nampak dia ni, please make some profit tak untung kalau habislah kita. We don't want your company to go bust, and we want you to come up with many more good products, ya. Okay, Dr. Surya ni, I don't easily support companies, drug or otherwise, herbal or otherwise. People come to me and I kick them out. But for Lino Green, I didn't kick them out.
Thank you so much, Dato. Thank you so much for your support, and the way you understand science and translate it into clinical practice. I don't think many people do that.
Yes.
Many people does not understand the benefit of how natural products or homeopathic products can actually serve the humanity. There is a lot of science beyond pharmaceutical drugs.
There's
or
a lot
modern
of distrust, you know, especially among my colleagues who are doctors. The minute I mentioned that there is a talk on herbal medicine, none of them turned up. Ada yang turn up? Yes, okay.
One question. There has been a question whether CKD patients can take Rhuguard.
Okay, you can help me with that? CKD, nowadays we're getting so many kidney patients, yeah? So CKD can be from stage 1 to stage 5. Of course, stage 5 is already have to be dialyzed, yeah? Generally, because I look at the ingredients in Rhuguard, and I say that it is safe. Why? Because curcumin and turmeric generally does not hurt the kidney.
Yes,
so to me it's quite safe, and Boswellia also, the safety profile is also quite good. So I don't think there should be any harm for a kidney patient to take, but maybe you need to keep the dose down because they don't easily excrete out. What do you think?
So that it's a very important question, because I understand that CKD is upcoming problem worldwide.
Yeah, it is.
And mainly because of the use of drugs and because of the lifestyle and the food that we eat.
Yeah.
But we will be more happy or more proud to say that our product or our curcumin has been shown to be beneficial. We have done human clinical trials where we have shown that it is beneficial for people with CKD.
Okay, jadi orang yang ada CKD, stage 1, stage 2, even those who are dialysis, can safely take Rhuguard. How about Dgesguard?
Dgesguard also, because we have seen, this product has been in the world market for the last 15 years.
15 years, 15 tahun ya, in the world market. Okay.
Yes, and we have not seen any such reported side effects or adverse events in people taking Dgesguard, mainly because it has been, first of all, proven to be safe in animal and human models, and it is, all those products are widely used for centuries in Ayurvedic system of medicine. And if any such product has got a toxicity, it would have been come out in the public by now.
So many of our patients are also on hospital meds, drugs, and so you might find that somebody who might benefit from the Dgesguard also on proton pump inhibitors. And what is your comment on that?
Doctor, that's a very great point to add, because natural products, what we are seeing is that it can be taken as a standalone product. For example, Rhuguard or Dgesguard can be taken as a standalone product for its own indications. But we have seen that when it is combined with the existing treatment, it not only synergizes or better the effect of the standard treatment or the standard care, but it also helps in reducing the side effects. It also helps in reducing the dosage.
Yes. So in conclusion, Dgesguard and Rhuguard boleh ambil, can be taken with hospital or other drugs. It will do two things. Satu, dia akan synergize, maknanya kesan tu lagi baik. Maknanya kalau dia makan dengan painkiller, dia punya kesan painkiller lagi baik. Dua, dia boleh kurangkan dos. Dia boleh kurangkan dos painkiller ataupun ubat-ubat lain. Maknanya dia boleh stand alone. Maknanya you boleh ambil dia saja. Ataupun you boleh ambil combination dengan drug yang you sedang ambil. Dan you boleh kurangkan dos ubat-ubatan dan dia tidak akan menyebabkan kesan sampingan tambahan. Kesan sampingan akan kurang. Will be reduced.
Yeah.
Okay? So, yeah, that's great. So, anything from the Lino Green people?
Yes. I have some. I have some question to Dr. Binu regarding Dgesguard. So, can people who is taking escitalopram take Dgesguard? Escitalopram.
Acetaminophen.
Escitalopram, a drug for psychotherapy.
Okay. So, what we are seeing is that people who take either antibiotics or anti-cancer drugs.
Can I replace that?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lampu on. Is it green? Yeah. Okay.
So people who take any form of anti-inflammatory drugs, any form of antibiotics, any form of anti-cancer drugs, they all actually damage the intestinal lining, the intestinal mucosa, the intestinal microbiota, and more than that, it actually brings a lot of problems to the whole gut. So we have seen that when such people are given Dgesguard, not only it improves the gut lining, not only it reduces the gut health, but it also helps in improving the diversity of the microbiota, which is very critical for the gut health. For example, you take an antibiotic. It is taken for its specific antibacterial property, but the same antibiotic actually kills a majority of the beneficial microbiota in your gut. And some of the microbiota which gets killed by the antibiotic never recurs also. So you want to create an environment in the gut whereby you reduce the load of pathogenic bacteria and also help the gut to regain its normal flora, to regain its normal lining, to regain its mucosal barrier system. And so, to answer your question, it can be safely taken, and at the same time it also will be beneficial to be taken along with that. Just to give you an example, probiotics are widely being prescribed for a certain benefit. But compared to the trillions of pathogenic bacteria in your gut, you are introducing say 9 million CFU of probiotics for a particular indication. That just get lost within this trillions of pathogenic bacteria. So what we have seen is that when you prepare the gut by giving Dgesguard, it will actually reduce the load of the pathogenic bacteria, make the gut environment friendly for the beneficial bacteria or for the probiotics to grow. So what we have seen is that when people who are prescribed probiotics are taking Dgesguard maybe 2 weeks or 1 month prior to that, or at least 1 week prior to that, it actually helps in improving the benefit of the probiotic bacteria, and both when given together, it actually gives you synergistic benefit, or it gives you even better benefit for the same activity of the probiotics.
So you are saying that if you need to take antibiotics, take the Dgesguard first and then take the antibiotics, then continue with the Dgesguard.
Dato, I'll just rephrase my answer for particularly antibiotics, because antibiotics we probably will be taking it for an acute infection.
Yeah, for about 5 days.
5 days. So what we have seen is that clinically, when that patient takes Dgesguard along with antibiotics.
Along with the antibiotics.
The side effects of the antibiotic on the gut
reduced,
are reduced, and it helps the body or the gut to replenish itself better, faster.
But it doesn't disturb the therapeutic effect.
It does not.
So maknanya kalau kita ambil antibiotik, kita boleh juga at the same time ambil Dgesguard. I wonder how the taste is. If you want to give to children, boleh tak? Pahit. Alright. Already many answers here.
What's the cut age for? Can children take it?
Pardon?
Can children take it? What's the...
Can children take it?
Yeah, we have been getting the same questions a lot because, for example, normally children does not have any problem with the gut other than mild constipation.
Nowadays, children always have problem with the gut because of processed food and a lot of sugar in the diet.
And antibiotics.
Antibiotics, yes.
Antibiotics seems to be the major reason, and of course, lot of sugar.
Yeah, a lot of sugar. Yeah.
And processed foods. So what happens is all of it gives a very high load on the gut and the microbiota and on the intestinal lining. The clinical trial that we have done is mainly from the age of 18 onwards, but in clinical practice we have seen children as low as 13 to 14 years taking Dgesguard for, especially when they are prescribed antibiotics very frequently. They get better. So what we recommend is just use 400 milligram in a twice daily dose, where we custom make 200 milligram capsules for children, because we want them to take the optimal dosage, not because it is a plant-based product.
So maybe you can make a syrup. Later.
But the problem with Dgesguard is it's a plant-based product, and
plant-based.
To take it as such, it will be having bitter taste.
Yes.
Or I would say it is not as palatable as taking another product. So because it's plant-based. But we are working on cases where we actually make 200 milligram capsules also specifically for children, because our motto is whatever product that we develop should help the mankind. So it is also part of our responsibility.
I like your motto, And it's not that the profit comes before anything else.
Yeah, because unless it is...
Because I think that the pharmaceutical industry has lost their way in this sense.
Yeah, maybe it is also the way in which we have been taught how to approach a patient, not as a patient but as your fellow human being who needs your support, and you are in a position to support him. So as far as we can support him, it is our responsibility.
This is a philosophy of the Ayurvedic medicine, right?
Yes, this is because Ayurveda is not actually a medicine, it is actually a way of life.
A way of life, alright, okay.
So
what about question? Dgesguard and mental health? Is there any Dgesguard and mental health?
Very strong relation, because right now what the modern science has found is that there is something known as the gut-brain axis, which is more prevalent in people, which affects the mental health. So unless you have a proper gut and your gut health is proper, which digestives, juices, you give laxative products, but no one understands the relation, because body is not different compartments. Body is something as a whole. It works as a whole. That is why when there is a problem with one organ in the body, it can lead to multifunctional organ disorder, because it is all interconnected.
So apa yang Dr. Binu cakap is that Dgesguard ni dia boleh bantu orang yang stres. So it can help with stress and anxiety, sebab otak dengan usus ada connection, gut-brain connection, and because of that it might help with cases of anxiety, especially those yang, because you know GERD is one disease where the brain is affected a lot. I mean the emotions, they get palpitations and then they get anxiety along with the difficulty in breathing and all that. So when you take Dgesguard, within 5 days to 2 weeks, you should expect to see improvement in the acidity, yang pedih perut tu, also improvement dengan palpitations plus anxiety, right?
Palpitations because of, as you mentioned, the GERD symptoms. Yes, definitely. So it actually gives you a symptomatic benefit and also improves the quality of life.
So can you combine Dgesguard with Rhuguard?
Dgesguard with Rhuguard, maybe for an indication where a person
joint pain with gastritis.
Yeah, doctor, you made a very valid point, because most of the chronic inflammatory conditions or autoimmune disorders like rheumatoid arthritis,
rheumatoid arthritis
starts from leaky gut syndrome.
Leaky gut syndrome, that's right.
So, if you are able to control leaky gut and not just control the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, you are continuously, the pathogenic process is happening in the body continuously. You are just controlling the symptoms, but you are not controlling the reason why you have symptoms. So, if you are able to control the leaky gut syndrome, if you are able to control this the low grade of inflammation in the gut, which can lead to seeping of toxins from gut to the body, leading to autoimmune conditions. When you combine it together, you not only reduce the symptoms, but also works on the pathological level or the cellular level to reduce the reason why you have autoimmune conditions.
I'm having an aha moment. So you are talking about leaky gut, and you're saying that Dgesguard is going to help with leaky gut. So it will also be applicable to those with allergic rhinitis, with asthma, as well as with skin problems, all the atopic diseases, because they also are starting out in the gut.
Yes.
In other words, allergies and autoimmune diseases, we should treat by treating the gut. Yes. Okay, maknanya kalau ada lelah, ada hidung berair selalu bersin-bersin dengan sakit kulit, iaitu punca dia adalah daripada usus yang leaky gut, kita panggil leaky gut, kita boleh betulkan dengan Dgesguard. So this is not symptomatic treatment, This is treatment from the root.
Yes.
Which is, I usually tell my patients, I do not treat the symptoms, I treat from the roots.
Exactly, doctor. Just going back one aspect here, if you go to an Ayurvedic practitioner or a classical Ayurvedic system of medicine, for any chronic condition, whether it is anti-inflammatory or is autoimmune or is degenerative, first thing that an Ayurvedic classical doctor does is clean the gut.
Treat the gut, yes. This is what I do too.
Start. Unless you do that, everything you just putting all over. But you start from the gut, you will start from the basis of the disease, or you start from the cellular level. Unless you treat the gut and make it amenable to function properly, you will not be able to completely reach to the bottom or the root of the cause that we want to control.
Yes.
You made a very valid point that too.
So just another question, sebab apa, many people they think that so now I have this gastritis and I have this asthma and all, so now I just have to take these two and it's fine. I can eat whatever I like. Would you agree with that or not?
We have to be, modern lifestyle gives you so much of options. That options are available in food also. You have an option to eat healthy. You have an option to eat all the junk foods or the processed foods. So it will not be good for me to say that you can abuse your body to whatever extent and then try to control or prevent certain things. The ideal thing would be you moderate your diet, do moderate exercise, take good care of your health, have ample sleep, which is very critical for the total health of your system. And there are certain conditions where the body needs external support. For example, natural products like curcumin or boswellia or Ayurvedic system of medicine products, homeopathic system of products, traditional products, which have been known to be beneficial for time immemorial, beneficial for centuries, for certain ways, in certain dosages, for certain indications. Use that for optimal benefit.
Yeah, you are being very diplomatic. You're very, very diplomatic, because when my patient comes to me and say, "Doctor, I want to live my life as I'm living it now. You treat me. You make sure that I get well, and but I can do whatever like. I can take my chapati. Chapati is fine, but you know roti canai.
Yes.
You have come and eat roti canai. I want my roti canai. I want my teh tarik. You know, the tea with lots and lots of sugar, milk, and all that. I want to keep taking that, but I want you to get me well. So this is an attitude of many of my patients. I sometimes want to send them out the door, but I don't, of course, you know. But thank you for saying it in such a diplomatic way. If you were to ask me, I say, look, why you want to put poison in your body and then take remedies? You're talking nonsense. You know, that's what I would say. But you are much, much more diplomatic.
But I think, Dato, the way you explain things, I think they will be able to understand it better, because certain people who are so persistent to continue with their own daily lifestyle will require a shocker to change. They will require a kind of shocker to change their mindset.
Yes, that's why they don't want, because sometimes, my patient, not my patient, but I don't want to take homeopathy. I don't want to take all these natural functional foods because I will have to change the way I eat. So I prefer to take drugs. I will prefer to take painkillers, and I want to eat whatever I like and take the hypoglycemic to cure my diabetes and all that. I want to do that because I don't want to change what I eat. That's the reason why I don't want to go for natural treatment. What do you have to say to people like that? I say, go ahead.
What Dato you said is actually the clinical situation that we are facing. What I mentioned would be an ideal situation where people understand the recommendations given to them. But unfortunately, 90% of the people does not follow the recommendations given to them. Maybe 50% wants to follow but will not follow. Maybe 10% or less actually follow the recommendation, and mostly that 10% of people will not be having severe disease also. So in such a situation, what I normally in our clinical practice, what we do is we try to educate patients to the extent possible, because unless they decide for themselves, they can't bring in the change. You can give them so many lectures, you can give them so many advices, you can give them so many benefit stories, testimonials, but they have to feel the change. But what we are seeing is that it is only for that first time that they have to experience the difference. Then they will continue. A few people who are having very, as you mentioned, they wanted to continue their lifestyle as it is. They were saying, I have headache in the morning, lot of anxiety, I have problems in my gut, I have lot of daytime fatigue. So what is your lifestyle? I said, I work from 8 to 10, I get home by around 11, I watch TV till 2 or 3, and by 2:34 I go to sleep.
I go home and have my big dinner.
Yeah, obviously, just before, and I watch TV and have my dinner, so that's why my day ends very late. We just asked him, can you just, okay, you have your work, we understand, but at least can you have an early dinner? Can you at least not watch TV once you reach, maybe you can watch some snippets or some news, but can you at least have 6 hours minimum of sleep? And in that 6 hours, problem what we face is that people take sleeping pills to sleep. But what we are saying is that if you take sleeping pills, they can increase the quantity of sleep. They can sleep more, but they will not be they will not be fresh after sleeping. A person who has got good quality of sleep for 4 hours or 5 hours will be waking really fresh, because sleep is something that the body utilizes to replenish itself, repair itself.
The liver works hard during sleep.
And that is why you should not be taking very heavy meals just before for sleep. So such people, once they start feeling the benefit, then they will come, but it is very difficult to convince patients. Because if it was so easy to convince patients, we won't be having all these lifestyle disorders now.
Exactly. So when patients come to see me and they are having, for example, some chronic disease, I will ask them, what do you eat and how is your poo? And then they will be asking, doctor, I nothing to do with what I eat and how is my poo. I said, if you come and see me, this is what I'm going to ask you. What do you eat and how is your poo? When do you sleep? What do you work as? How are your thoughts? So many, for example, here in our country, many are not ready for this kind of personalized medicine. But I think that it is what we really need, actually.
Yes, you're very right. Because first, it is not about understanding what is the disease. It is first about understanding what would have caused the disease, so that you can avoid the reasons which are caused. Because if you just treat the symptoms, the process of that disease is continuously happening in the body, because you are treating a patient for anxiety. Unless the patient gets enough of sleep, he will be confused the next day morning. And if he is having so much of junk food, so much of sugar, so much of unhealthy lifestyle, obviously he will not be having a healthy day-to-day life. His quality of life will be very poor. So we try to advocate the importance of history taking, which is very critical.
Yeah.
Trying to understand what their lifestyle is, then try to give them a solution. How a complementary system of medicine can help you only when you start helping yourself.
Yes.
You should not expect a complementary system of medicine or a traditional system of medicine to change you completely. First, it is like 50% of the effort has to come from your side.
Exactly.
You need to change your lifestyle.
Yes.
You need to change your dietary habits. You need to do moderate exercise. You should not be having, you do everything but you sit in one chair all the time. That is also not good. Sedentary lifestyle is the reason for obesity, metabolic syndrome, diabetes, cardiovascular disorders. But you do moderate exercise, you can even reverse metabolic syndrome. You can even reverse fatty liver, for which there is no cure, no treatment. But you do exercise, which is the only proven scientific way of reversing at least the grades of fatty liver.
Actually, that's why when my patient who has eczema comes to me and the eczema is almost gone, I congratulate them for successfully reversing it, because I know it's not me, but it's they themselves who have followed the plan that I put for them.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
I have a question. Okay, so so just now, I think Dr. Surya and also Dr. Binu have been talking about the extreme of people who really don't want to try functional medicine. But there's the other extreme whereby they go into diets, you know, like extreme diets.
Bad diets.
Keto diet.
Yeah, a lot of diets to reverse chronic diseases.
Fat fasting.
I don't know. There's a lot of other. You don't have to specifically mention anything. Not to pinpoint to any of the diets.
Fat diet.
Yeah, but there are a lot of diets they are doing that claims to reverse chronic diseases. As for me, my personal opinion is that this kind of functional food actually is the midline, so you don't have to be too extreme on one side, kan? But what do you think on this?
See, the body has got a system of homeostasis, because body is a self-sustaining, it is just like environment. Environment is a self-sustaining system. Body is also a self-sustaining system where you need to give the right environment. It will adjust by itself. Just liver. Liver is a regenerative organ. Unless you push it to the liver of cirrhosis, it will come back. You just need 10 to 30 or 40% of the liver to have a normal life. You just need one kidney to have a healthy lifespan. Coming back to your
Diet.
question.
Different diets.
Different diets. See, there are diets which promise you 10 to 20 kg weight loss within a month. Why? Because first of all, patients does not have patience. They want everything to come fast. Quick fix. So if you're talking about a healthy weight loss, for example, first you need to understand whether they are obese or overweight or they are in a normal weight pattern. You just control the diet. You don't just completely stop your diet, do starvation. There are people who just starve to reduce the weight. You just control your diet. Eat more of veggies, eat more of vegetables, eat more of fruits. Use less of sugar. That can be one big thing which you can help the body with. Just use less of sugar, because you actually don't need sugar. You have enough of carbohydrates in the body which can be easily utilized for energy. Why you need sugar? And there are certain diets you completely cut down carbohydrates. Completely cut down that, so the body can use fat to utilize energy. But you also need carbohydrates in your body.
What if you go for, completely cut off carbohydrate for 72 hours, for example?
You can go for ketosis.
Yeah. It
So-
will become ketosis.
Yeah, so you don't want, what body needs is moderate of everything.
Moderate.
Not excess of anything, not completely deficient of anything. You see, vitamins and minerals are good for your body. Just imagine you overload your body with vitamins and minerals. It can give you toxicity.
Yeah.
Protein is good for the body. Protein is good for muscle building.
Yes.
So imagine a sedentary person who takes for 1 gram of protein per kg of his body weight, which is required by a bodybuilder. So the requirement of a bodybuilder for taking protein is not the same
Suitable.
for a person who is having a sedentary lifestyle. And bodybuilder, just to enhance the body features, completely cut down water, because reducing water will shrink the body, dehydrate the body so that their muscles can be expressed. But just imagine the load on the kidney, with very less of the fluids to excrete the contents from your body. So moderate use of everything is good. Excess or deficient use or completely cutting anything is not good. So this crash course of diets or even exercise, you endure the body to extreme form of exercise. Why? Because you need to have 6 packs in 1 month. That also is not good. Body is not designed as a machine. You give the body its own time. You give the body its favorable environment, and you give the body what is required. It will sustain. It will sustain in the best natural way, the best beautiful way it needs to function. And every person, based on their lifestyle, based on their job, based on their body requirement, has got different requirements. And that's what you mentioned about personalized nutrition. The requirement of each person is different.
Yeah, personalized medicine, Okay. Wrap up. Yeah, Dr. Binu.
Dr. Lim has a question.
Oh, Dr. Lim, I mean,
With regards to Dgesguard, does it?
can you repeat the question?
With regards to Dgesguard, does it have a detox effect? Meaning, because I've seen some functional food which they combine the detox element plus the other nutrients. So for Dgesguard being an Ayurvedic medication, does it has detox properties?
Yeah, as I mentioned.
So, healing crisis, she's asking about healing crisis. Does it cause a healing crisis, in fact?
Yeah. So, as I mentioned, in Ayurvedic system of medicine, detox starts with preparing the gut, cleaning the gut, making it healthy. So that is the first way of detoxifying in any system of Ayurvedic medicine for chronic treatments or chronic ailments. So what Dgesguard does is basically that it starts to detox the body, starting from the basic detox organ, gut.
But will you get some healing crisis effects? For example, more pain before it becomes less painful, breakout in acne and things like that?
Yes, so what we have seen is that people having chronic disorders, once they start taking Dgesguard over a period of 2 to 3 months, they start, because the other treatments are stable, they are just going, they are having flare-ups, they have relapse in between, the ups and downs are there. But we have seen that people who take Dgesguard, they say that now the flare-ups are less.
Oh, okay.
The severity of the symptoms have become less.
Yes.
We feel that our quality of life has improved.
I see.
Not just in terms of gut, but also in terms of other conditions. For example, if it is skin, if it's autoimmune disorders, whether it is joint health, it is not the direct effect of Dgesguard on that particular indication, but it is basically, as you mentioned, it detoxes the body, gives the body a chance to repair itself in a better way.
So maknanya is very mild. It doesn't cause dramatic healing crisis. Yes?
Yeah, it does not actually works by, okay, you completely clear of something else from the body. No, it actually makes an environment for the body to heal by itself, starting from detoxifying the gut and the organs associated with gut.
So my experience with Dgesguard is quite mild. In fact, many people say, I don't feel anything. So that is why history taking is so important, you know. So when they come and you got all the symptoms, they come back 2 weeks later and they say, I don't see any improvement. You go through the symptoms one by one by one. Oh, I had that, I didn't know, I don't remember. I don't remember. They're always like that because why? The change is so subtle that they didn't even realize that that symptom has gone.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why it's very important to record their symptoms before they start, and even take their parameters, their inflammation and all that, and check again at least a month or 2 months later.
Yeah, because that, as you mentioned, people only will remember what they are going through at that moment.
At that point in time, yeah.
Even one day before what they had, if you ask the patient, how was your stool yesterday, they will probably have to think. Because nowadays nobody thinks about, even if whether they are constipated, whether they are having complete evacuation of stool, that also people normally don't recollect because they are so much into their daily lifestyle. There's so much into.
I think they're telling us to stop. Yeah, it's already nearly 1:30. No, we told them to stop.
Yes.
Alright, okay, so macam mana? Dah sudah. Wrap it up. Okay. So Dr. Binu, what are your last words for us? For this section, not your last words ever.
So first of all, again, I want to really thank and appreciate Dato for giving us this opportunity to come and share our little experience about natural products, about Dgesguard, about Rhuguard, the way it can benefit the mankind for several indications or particular indications for pain and for gut health. And when I talk with you, we understand that your approach to patients, your approach to way of healing them is so coming from the basic.
Yeah.
That you need to start working from the cellular level. You need to start working from the etiology or the pathogenesis and not just work on the symptom level. And that is exactly what we want to give to the mankind when you have Rhuguard and Dgesguard, that it is not a wonder medicine, it will start working on day one. It actually helps your body to replenish itself, modulate itself, and help to create an environment in the body where it can attain homeostasis. But having said that, Rhuguard probably is the only natural product available in the world space which can give you fast pain relief comparable with an NSAID or a painkiller like paracetamol. Yes. And we really want to take this opportunity to thank you, and also we hope that millions of audience who sees you find some insights into their own health, some insights into how they can improve their health using natural products, how natural products and homeopathic products or natural or traditional system of medicine can give them something which other system of medicine can't give them, a holistic wellness, not just a symptomatic wellness.
And I would like to thank you for making time, because I know that you're very busy, especially on your trip here, to come to my place and to give this talk, which is being live on YouTube and also live on Facebook. And I also would like to thank Lino Green. Would you like to say a few words? You see, the owner of Lino Green is a very shy person.
He's very humble. And
yeah, he's extremely very humble. I would like to thank Lino Green for not only inviting us, inviting you to come here, but also for preparing our lunch. I'm sorry that my audience cannot take the lunch. Okay, so boleh sign off lah. Okay.
Thank you.